Morning, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. I'm sitting here with a cup of coffee. And my light's on! Woo! Amazing. So let's first of all have a wee sip. There it is. Water boiled in a kettle with the electricity. It's just amazing. 9 days we went without power. We got it back. It's great. And it's got me thinking about some of the ways that I responded to it that I'm not proud of. But it's got me thinking about the things that were good about it as well. Getting through an adventure like that with the family and finding ways to navigate the difficult times together. You know, it's not all been a bad thing. I mean, it should never have happened. It should never have been allowed to happen. Mainly because of poor support from my energy supplier. Diabolically poor support. But friends out there, friends are amazing. You know, we got some help from friends. And my son got through it well, amazingly well. And going swimming with him, I think, was probably one of the highlights of the period for me. Because we had no hot water, so we couldn't shower or bath or bathe. And so I went and joined the Auchrani local leisure swimming centre. And we went swimming, had sauna. So I'm going to keep that going. I've got a membership now, so that's a good thing that's come from it. And reading a book by candlelight at night with a Calor gas fire on in the living room and the door closed to keep the heat in because we wanted a warm room in the house, and that's what we had. So I enjoyed reading by candlelight. So in some ways it was kind of decompressing in that way. And then climbing into a warm bed with layers and layers of blankets on and thermal underwear in a cold room, and then starting to warm up. You know, as the body heat generates the heat in the duvets and all that. That was quite nice too. But I went away on Thursday. You might remember I tried to get away 2 weeks ago when we had a flat battery. I was going over to the Masonic Lodge in Prestwick. So I did that this week. I went over on Thursday and wasn't booked on the ferry. So sat in the ferry queue from 1 o'clock. Got on the 1640, which didn't sail until 5:30. So it was a long wait in the car. Got to my meeting and spent some time with a really good friend, a guy I hadn't seen in a long time. So that was nice, reconnecting with a friend. Stayed at his house and then went to get Freya from her boyfriend's yesterday and drive her back down to sit in the ferry queue again. And again we got on. So it's never a guarantee. So it's always nice when you actually get on the ferry. Then we got home. Came home to a house that was fully electrified. We're like, whoa. And my wife had been busy putting up the tree and getting things organised, getting some decorations out and stuff. She's going to finish doing that today. And of course doing a shit ton of washing, because we had lots and lots of washing piling up over the days when we couldn't do it. So try and get that all cleared today. And I guess it's been nice that I've been doing my daily writing through this period, because I can reflect on it, and it's something I want to look at. I think once the dust settles a wee bit, I can look at how I've responded to it and, you know, make some changes maybe. You know, one of the things that strikes me is that, you know, we learn in AA from the 12 steps. So step 4 is made a fearless and searching moral inventory of ourselves. So you go through your past and you analyse, you self-reflect and all of that good stuff. Then when you get to step 10, it says we continue to take personal inventory and when wrong, promptly admitted it. And I think that's what I've got going on here and in my writing. You know, my writing's become a habit now. I've got a long streak, although I did miss yesterday because I was travelling, but I've got a very long streak of writing every day. And of making these videos as well, and it's, you know, it's dawned on me that that's what I'm doing. This is my step 10, continuing to take personal inventory. And then, you know, the fifth step that comes after 4, when you do the searching and fearless moral inventory of yourself. In step 5, you share it with God and with yourself and with another human being. So you go through it, you know, often with a sponsor, but it can be with a trusted person of any shape or size, you know. And I think I'm kind of doing that here when I'm putting this stuff out on the internet, which, you know, it works for me. It's maybe a little weird. It might seem a bit strange to you that I would write my journal every day and then post it on a website, on my own website, camscampbell.com, and over on Substack, if you want to go and check that out as well, and Patreon. So there are 3 ways you can read what I'm writing. But the process of doing it, with the pen and the paper, the habit, the ritual, it's incredibly helpful and powerful. I'm just learning about that on the Rich Roll podcast, actually. Is it going to come up? No, I'm on sleep mode. Yeah, it's gone. I'll bring up this one. This one here, with Mel Robbins. And she's talking about the power of habits and things like that. So what's the title of it? On Anxiety, on Marriage something, because the title goes off the end of the page. But it's really good stuff, and it's, you know, it's the kind of thing I want to listen to more as I go into next year. I want to continue my journey of, is it self-improvement? I suppose in a sense it is. Self-knowledge, I think, is maybe a better way of putting it. Because with the knowledge can come the improvement, although it doesn't always necessarily follow that way. Sometimes the knowledge that you're being a dick and then not improving can lead to making you feel worse. You know, I learned that from my days in the post office. Oh, shudder. So, yeah, that's what I've got going on. I think as I go into the end of the year, I don't really need to do a big, massive annual review where I reflect. Although maybe I will, you know, it might be nice to take the time to do that, but I have been reflecting every day, which of course means I can then look back and build an annual reflection. I don't know, I haven't worked out what I'm going to do yet with that. It'll all come down to time, as always. So anyway, I'm going to get on and have a normal day with some electricity, and I can post this because my computer's back on. And I can edit my photos and I can do an hour's work for Jim, and I can basically just get my life back on track. And I'm going to take Freya and Hamish to the pool today and have a nice time just chilling, you know. And the family's all here, you know, and that's another thing that's dawning on me, is that that's going to become a rarer and rarer thing as Freya gets older and comes back home less. So I might even end up starting to like Christmas, because that means Freya's coming home. Imagine that. Yeah, let's not go mental. Have a great day, folks. If I don't see you before, which of course I won't because I'm not going to make another one today, have a wonderful Christmas. Have a great, great time with your families if you can. And if you're struggling, as I know many people out there with addiction issues will be, I pray for you. Merry Christmas.